Good morning, there's somebody. I don't know if Bugman's gonna do a show this morning or not, but anyway, we're gonna give it a shot for a few minutes anyway. Anyhow, there's one person. Wonder who that is. I'm glad to have one anyway. One person is great to me. If as long as I got somebody to talk to. Now it's 3. Everybody's up this morning, looks like. Golly. 5 o'clock in Mississippi. The day after Christmas, I reckon. Hey, Uncle Lou. I had a feeling one of them was you. Is it cold in our way? I bet it is. Foggy, Lord have mercy. I hate fog. Yeah, we were foggy. I think it was yesterday morning. And I don't like messing around in the fog. There's too many idiots that think they can see it better than everybody else. 36, Lord have mercy. If it gets 36 in Mississippi, we close down, basically. And look here, Uncle Lou, my wife is extremely hot natured. And when I went to bed last night, she had the air conditioner running. I had to get dressed under a big blanket this morning. It's so cold. I need to have a coat on now. My daughter-in-law, I love gingerbread cookies. My daughter-in-law made me 4 dozen for Christmas. I'm full of gingerbread this morning. I love them. She makes them soft. Not like the ones you buy in the store, the little round ones that's so hard, Nabisco. Yeah, I bet 36 feels good to y'all. Maybe it'll burn off pretty quick as soon as the sun comes up. They bought me a fire pit for Christmas. It's not a solo, but it's a solo knockoff. And everybody that comes to the house, when they call, they want to come visit, I tell them bring a bundle of wood. I got enough wood stacked under my carport. I got enough wood stacked under my carport to split it and make a shingle roof with. I got to go in here and get a pair of glasses. I'll be right back. I just got to go. I know where they are. I'll be right back. Now I can see a little bit better. Do these glasses make me look more intelligent or not? Huh. These headphones need to have a little lever on the side with a back scratch, with a brush or something. You can flip it a couple of times, and because it makes my ears itch a little bit sometimes. I always look intelligent. Thank you, Uncle Lou. Yeah, I've been talking to folks when I've been live that I think if I once I get through with all this radiation and chemo, I think if I get I'm supposed to get the feeling a lot better, less dopey and everything. I'm gonna take up carp fishing a little bit. That looks like fun to me, and our water's full of carp. I've never done it. I don't know if I've ever caught a carp. I've caught a bunch of them with a pitchfork, gigging, but that's a whole different story. I want to catch them on a pole. And Skull Rush that fishes the lake here, he says that this lake here, Greenville, is full of carp. Yeah, I guess I might ask Rusty what he uses for bait, how he makes it and everything. Because he's fishing the Mississippi River water too, and that's what I'll be fishing. But oxbow. I got Buggy's recipe yesterday. But what I really want to try to catch is buffalo, because buffalo good to eat if you know how to butcher them. I don't know how to butcher them. I guess I could learn. But buffalo is a great eating fish as long as it's hot. I've told this story several times. When I was growing up here, the farmers had fish fries about once a week at somebody's shop, farm shop. And I always ate catfish. And I was metal detecting way down about 30 miles south of here in a small community. I got to know a lot of the guys down there, and I was metal detecting on their land, and they had a big fish fry and invited me to come to the shop to eat. So I did, and they had big pieces of fish shaped like that with two big bones in it. And I was eating, and boy, that fish was good. I was tearing it up. And I finally said, how'd y'all butcher this catfish? I never seen one butchered like this. And they said, that's not catfish, that's buffalo. I said, Lord have mercy. I didn't even know you could eat the darn thing. But they were good. They were delicious. Smoky, yeah. Hey, Bug Man. Well, you going to do a show this morning, Bug Man? You're going to have to come on up here and help me now. Because I got it started. You're going to have a show. There's the link. Come on up, Bug Man. This is a pre-Bug Man no show, I reckon. I guess I should have put the pre-Bug Man no show. Pre-Buggy no show. £3,000 a week. Is it common carp or is it some of these other kind of carp, these jumping carp? Yeah, heck, I'll eat a carp if somebody showed me how to do it. I ain't gonna give you no minute. I'll give you 30. I'll give you 25 seconds. Is that long enough for you to get presentable, boy? I figured for you it'd take more like 30 days or 3 hours maybe. I hear noise. Let me see if I can get this mouse over there. But I believe I put back out and come back in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I gotta go in here and turn the TV down and stuff. I'll be right back.
Yeah, because it's just showing me, it ain't showing you. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I didn't know.
Uncle Lee, do you know what these jumping carp, these big head carp and silver carp, you know about them? Y'all got them up there yet? They're the ones that jump out of the water when a boat gets close to them.
How about it, buddy?
Yeah, we got them. This lake is a port on the Mississippi River. It's got several grain handling institutions on it or companies. And when those towboats come into the lake, bringing barges to the what we call the grain elevators. Man, they're jumping carp. They are everywhere. I mean, hundreds of them. Big fish too. I don't know if you can catch them with a rod and reel or not. Only way I've ever caught one is snagging them. If they'd bite, boy, you talking about having some fun because those things get up 30 and 40 pounds. They get big as buffalo. there's a construction company here called APAC, APAC, that the headquarters is here in Greenville, and every year they have some kind of big party for the employees all over the state, hundreds of them. And one year, I had two buddies when I was teaching and coaching. I had a kid. His daddy worked for APAC, and so he didn't fish or anything. He had beagles. He was a rabbit hunter. So him and one of his other buddies that worked for the company was going to enter the contest, and the prize was $500, and it was a big fish. It didn't make no difference what kind of fish it was. And they bought him a little old boat, borrowed a little old about 14-foot John boat and slid it in the lake, and they fishing around the elevator, and they had Zebcos right off the wall, Zebcos from Walmart. And they fishing around one of those elevators, and one of them hooked into something. They didn't have a motor. All they had was paddle. Didn't even have a motor on the boat. And that fish dragged them around from dark till right before daylight the next morning. They barely made it to the weigh-in, and it was a 57-pound buffalo. It drug them all over that lake.
Hey, Coach, did you look just above your pictures?
Yeah.
On the bottom of the screen, there's those little square boxes. If you click on the one that has two boxes beside each other, it'll bring us up together.
No, it won't.
Huh. Really?
Not unless you leave and come back in.
Oh, okay. Well, I can do that. It's not a problem, I think. Let's see.
That's the way it's been anyway. I don't know if I got something set wrong or what, but mine won't bring two people up unless a lot of times have to leave and come back. There it is. You didn't take.
Okay, yeah, just because I got my camera off. Hold on, I gotta find my hat and stuff. I just getting moving around here.
Yeah, you need to put something on because you look like you just slept on the street.
100%.
Slept on the street last night. Now there you go.
Yep, I look almost presentable now.
If I had your mailing address, I'd send you a nice cap, boy.
Oh yeah, well I'll give you my mailing address. I love hats, man. I wore hats since I was a little kid. Everybody told me I'd go bald. I'm 60 something. I still got a full head of hair, so I don't know what's going on.
I've been wearing them forever too, and I had a full head of hair until about a month ago.
Oh, I forget. I'm on this camera now, ain't I? That's what it is. I don't even know how to make that go down any. I just screwed it all up now, didn't I? Something. I don't know. There we go. I was thinking I was on my laptop. There we go. Hell, that camera got a better picture than my laptop, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a good picture. Just what's in it that looks so rough.
I wouldn't. Maybe some more blur wouldn't be bad, actually. How you doing, Coach?
Doing pretty good. If I made you have a show and you wasn't planning on doing it.
Yeah. No, I just got some stuff I got to do today, and if I started a show, I'd end up, I know how I am. I'd end up goofing off for longer than I should. This way here, I got to go, man. Yeah, I'd done a show for 8 hours yesterday, or 6 hours, something like that. My Christmas spectacular. Oh, goodness. Then I made biscuits and gravy last night. Came out pretty good. And heck, I was in bed by 9 last night. That's unheard of. For me, anyway. I usually don't ever get in bed till midnight.
I stayed up till midnight on purpose last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was watching one of them honky tonks down in Key West.
Oh, okay.
And boy, they had a good band and they were doing some good dancing. So I was watching.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I don't ever go to bed that early, but and then naturally I woke up at 3 o'clock, and I was like, man, I don't want to be up this early.
I woke up, I think my clock said 4:17. I believe that's right.
So I let the little guy out, and then I went back to bed again. I need to share this out somehow. Oh, here. There we go. And I got back up at about 4 something, 4:30 each thereabouts.
Yeah, Uncle Lou, those things have taken over the Mississippi River too, and they eating all the skipjack eggs. They ain't eating the eggs; they eating what all the little minnows eat, plankton.
Plankton, yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask you about. If those things eat plankton, then there ain't no catching them with a rod and reel or nothing like that, is there?
I wouldn't think so unless you put some grass or something on your hook.
Yeah, that's what I was. So the only way to actually catch them is either to like snag them or use a big, net like you commercial fishers do.
Yeah, I've snagged them before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was with a little Zepco reel.
I was gonna say, I imagine they fight pretty good, don't they?
Oh, they pulled us. We was behind a big rock dike on the Mississippi River in some calm water.
Yep.
That thing pulled us around for 15 minutes before we got him close enough to get a net on him.
No kidding. Shame
A
they
big,
don't bite on the hook. That'd make them fun.
a big river boat too. So yeah, you can snag them. I don't know what the law is about snagging down here, but
I don't think it matters with them. I think if you can catch one and kill it, you're fine. They say. I
only
think.
only thing is if you hit a crappie or something, you're gonna kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
But
imagine
yeah.
I expect they frown on that.
Yeah. But those things are so devastating. I know. I thought I heard that you're supposed to throw them on the bank or kill them if you catch them. You're not supposed to put them back in the water.
Yeah, we cut the gills out of them and throw them back.
Yeah.
Let the turtles or whatever wants to eat them eat them.
Yep. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, they started in Arkansas in minnow ponds.
Really.
Yeah, South Arkansas, southeast Arkansas,
Hmm.
around Duval's Bluff, and there's another town there I can't never remember,
So
but
they had.
they the minnow capital of the world,
Hmm. So
and
they
they
had a
put it,
flood then, and they got out.
yeah, yeah, and they got into the Arkansas River, and they also released a damn snakehead up there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're idiots, man.
Yep. About like
Arkansas,
the people and the
Ar-
snakes in
Ar-
Florida.
Arkansas Game and Fish need to be disbanded
Yep.
and start over.
Well, yeah. If they gave them the permit to
That's
build
right.
their facilities or whatever anywhere that was close to acceptable floodland, they're crazy.
That's right. Well, look at here. Call the city and tell them you're gonna put 100-gallon gasoline tank in your yard and see what you have to do that.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have to build a reservoir and everything that'll hold twice as much as 200. Cause if it leaks, they want it contained right there.
Yep. That's what I mean. That's the part that gets me. You had to get a permit to build the facility to grow whatever you're growing, and to have it anywhere near a floodplain is crazy.
My daughter-in-law and son are professors in biology at the University of Central Arkansas in Conway, and they headed up a snakehead kill about 4 or 5 years ago, where they brought in drones that would spray and everything, and they sprayed all the road ditches and drainage ditches with rotenone, and I've forgotten how many thousands of pounds of snakeheads they killed, but they killed is in the Cass River drainage bottom. But they killed thousands of pounds of fish.
Hmm.
And they had to pull out the snake heads and weigh them separately. They took blood samples and everything on them. But yeah, they called it eradication program. I don't know if they killed every one of
Yeah,
them or
there's
not.
no. I think those are a waste of time and money because once they're in like that, there's no way. It's like them carp. You're not going to eradicate them ever. It's over with. There's too many little creeks and things that flow off in places that they can go in and lay eggs. You'll never get all that. It's like the snakes down in Florida. They'll never stop that. It's over with.
Well, it's too many water acres
Hmm.
available to them because they all the way in Iowa. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, they're up Mississippi in the north part of the country too, up uh, northern Illinois and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's where I first learned about them at.
They put on the Illinois River up there just south of Chicago. They put some kind of electric net across there
Yeah,
to try.
they're trying to keep them out of the Great Lakes.
Right.
I guess they said if they don't keep them out of the Great Lakes, it'll be devastating to the lakes.
Well, it's devastating to the Mississippi
Yep.
River because look here, one of them things, 30, 40 pounds. How much plankton does it eat in a day's time?
Yep.
And then when the catfish minnows and the alligator gar minnows and everything hatch out, they ain't got nothing to eat.
Yep. The only way they're even going to help control some of them is to make them commercially viable, where someone wants to take the time to go out there and net thousands and thousands of pounds and sell them somewhere. I
Yeah,
think there was
well,
a guy selling them to China or something. I've seen an article about it.
yeah, we had a processing plant about 20 miles east of me,
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah,
and they were and they were providing the boats and everything.
really?
Net, they were providing all the equipment,
No kidding. And then
but
paying them to catch them.
they wasn't paying but 10 cents a pound, and even with free stuff, they couldn't even pay for the gas.
No, not at all. So that's what
And
I mean. It's got to be commercially viable.
but but I got a good friend that I call him a game hog. He'll eat anything. He's like a Cajun. He caught one of them things one day,
I think Uncle Lou. I think they have one of them on the Chicago River, if I remember correctly.
and he cooked that thing, and it was good.
Well, that's why I've heard that carp is real good if you know how to cook it.
Yeah, he did it. He cooked it. It was really good. But if you ever seen one of them, you wouldn't eat him if you
Yeah,
got him in the boat, because here your boat would be so bloody, it looked like you killed somebody in there.
yeah. I know
They
Dennis
not
Jones snagged one a couple of years ago. He just walked around the corner where he was fishing, come back 3 or 4 minutes later, had one that he used cut. He was using it for cut bait. And I suppose they'd be good cut bait if they got that bloody.
they are bloody, man.
Yeah, make good bait. But yeah, it's a waste of resources to try and think you're going to eradicate them or even dent that population. I seen a thing, they were burning some of the grassland in the swamp areas down in Florida. And they said that they found so many of them big snakes, and most of them got away as the flames come or whatever, but their nest was still there. And there'd be 100 eggs in each nest,
Yeah,
and if you say 20% of them live, and the Everglades is like, snake heaven for them. That's like they won the lottery of life to live there.
right.
So and they pay people come in trying, guys catch 2, 3, 4 at a time. You're not even touching them.
No, I'll tell you what you need to do is create a market down in South Louisiana for them things.
Yep.
Because, they cook a shoe if they find it in the road ditch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it'd be fit to eat. And it'd be fit to eat.
Yep.
But yeah, a food market is the way to get rid of them where the commercial fishermen can go out there and catch them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they can't make any money at 10 cents a pound.
No. That's what I was going to say. It's got to be financially viable. And yeah, you're right, and that's not going to happen that way. That's the only Red Bull I got today, unfortunately. It's still dark out. What time? It's only 6:30, isn't it?
5:30 here.
Okay, that's why. Oh man, I
Yeah,
got
Uncle Lou, they got
I
him in
got
Iowa.
stuff. I got
Uncle Lou's talking
to move
about.
some stuff around. Yeah, that's what he was talking. That's what he said. One of them electric gates. 10 years it's held them out so far. And the one in I think the one I seen the story about was on the Chicago River.
That's right. The one that comes out of Illinois and goes into it goes into some river that ends up in Ohio.
Yeah, and they and so far I guess like the one Lou said, I guess they've done a good job of keeping them out.
Well, when I was still fishing on the river, boat fishing, I didn't even carry a bait with me in the morning. I always went and caught my skipjack before I went fishing.
Yeah.
And the last 3 or 4 years that I was on the river, I was having to start using shad and stuff that I could catch in a cast net because the skipjack had disappeared. And
Oh really?
I say that them carp had eaten all of the food for the baby.
Yep. Baby skipjack. Yeah.
They used to come out. The skipjack used to come in September. The skipjack migrate out of our lake into the river about 1 million. You could sit on the bank and it actually looked like shrimp going by with so many of them.
Huh.
And you can't catch skipjack with a cast net. They too fast.
Yeah.
I ain't never been able to anyway. But you could catch these. There'd be so many of them. You stand on the bank and throw your cast net out there and fill up with little old skipjack about that long.
Yeah. All that. I mean, I was down J Dog fishing that time last year, I think it was, and there was so many of them shad about that long, like you said. And then I actually got
Thread,
a picture somewhere. You see little fins on the top of water. And I'm telling you, I don't know how far we went up and down the river. We probably went a couple miles each direction, and everywhere we was at, they were. I mean, you could just see millions of them. I mean, just millions everywhere. I've never seen anything like it.
thread fin.
You could have just took like an aquarium dip net, reached down, grabbed you a couple, put them on the hook, and threw them out.
Yeah, that thread fin shed probably.
Yep, that's because when I fished J Dog, we'd take those little ones like that, put 2 or 3 on the hook, and throw them out.
Yeah.
And
You
just,
seen that? Have you seen that picture in my avatar? That fish in my lap.
uh-uh.
He weighed 75 pounds. I caught him on a shad about that long.
Oh, really? Yep.
Whole.
Well, that kid that caught that big fish last month or whatever, that he ended up putting it back. They thought it might even been a world record or whatever, but he said he caught that on a little bitty piece of cut bait. So that wasn't a big
Yeah.
fish at all. So I think it's just, time and place. A great little factory closing here in town, lose 125 workers. That's nice to know. Unbelievable. Man, somebody set a car on fire out in the county the other day. Had a dead body in it. Come find out there's some guys from Indianapolis done it. And ain't nothing good in the newspaper. I got to see if anybody I know died real quick, so I don't say nothing stupid to nobody. Huh. It's pretty bad. You look in the paper and you see people that you grew up with dying. You know it's getting old then.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, I do it because I don't really see a lot of young people dying these days. A lot of them dying from cancer and stuff young. Figure that out.
It's all that's in this food we eating.
I'm telling you, And like I was telling someone the other day, my grandma, she lived to 103. All of her sisters lived over 100 years old. And one thing they all had in common, they grew up eating food they all grew on their farm, on their land.
Yeah.
The food they grew and the food that Grandpa and them hunted. And they didn't eat store-bought stuff. And that's why they lived so long. And Grandma, when she died, I can remember Greg Quackenbush. I think I know him. I remember we had to call ambulance come in one time. You know how they ask you questions about what kind of medicine they take or whatever. And I told them two things. One of them was like Prilosec or whatever for her stomach, and I forget what the other one was. And she said, and I said, that's it. That's all she takes. You're kidding me. She only takes those 2 pills? Yep. And I told him, I said, y'all don't understand. She's extraordinary. If dementia hadn't got her, she'd stayed with us until she went. But the dementia got so bad we had to put her in a nursing home because usually I couldn't stay up 24 hours a day. She'd try to get out of the house all the time. But yeah, it's the food we eat. There's no doubt in my mind. And
Well,
go ahead.
You can buy a loaf of bread and put it in the pantry, and just get you a piece every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, and at the end of 2 weeks, it's still as fresh as it was when you put it in there.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
It's got to be preservative.
Because I'm always paranoid about bread with mold on it, so I'm like fanatically always check that when I take some out. You know what I mean? And you're right. Now I think about it, very rarely do I find it anymore. It has to be in there for a few weeks.
There's downtown Ernie Brown. Chrissy let him out early.
How are you, buddy?
Chrissy let him out early this morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice today, man.
Ernie, we were talking yesterday or whenever it was about you putting a chat room in your deer watch.
Yep.
No telling how many watch hours you would get if you did that.
Well, I think it was in there the other night. I stopped in. There was a chat in there.
Yeah, but heck, I can't type no more.
Oh, you know what you need to do? I had that talk to text program I bought years back. You loaded it on your computer. You had to wear headphones, and a little microphone, and it worked real well because the way the logarithm on it worked is it would pick up on the way you said things and stuff, and eventually it very rarely got anything wrong as far as words went.
Yeah, I know. I was chatting with this girl I used to fish with. She's a good fisherman. Her and her husband still fish. But she was talking about how many fish they caught, and instead of 6, you know what came out? I asked her, how many fish y'all catch down there yesterday? And instead of, she said, she typed in, she was typing though. And instead of SIX, she put SEX. So that's what talking, I figure if I talk, there ain't no telling what it would come out.
Yeah.
I try to do it on my phone, and it's, man, you can't. Yeah. I can't decipher they don't say nothing like what I said.
Yep. I'm the same way. I very rarely use that, and there's some people that's all they use.
I know it, and then you have to decipher what they're trying to say.
Yeah. Like I said, I very rarely use it, but I don't do anything anyway. It's gonna be real nice this weekend, man. It's a shame I didn't go over to Illinois, but shoot, do the right things in life. It's what keeps you good karma.
Well, I've had 2 or 3 good days, man.
Yeah, it's going to be almost 60 today, they said. Mold is medical stuff. Yep. When processed right, it is.
Yeah, penicillin comes from some sort of mold, don't it?
Yep, sure does. It's hard telling how many cures are out there they ain't never found from natural plants and things like that.
They don't want to find them.
No, money they make it cheaper synthetically, and there ain't no money in curing it. We had that talk about cancer yesterday, I think, on the show yesterday. Ain't no money in curing cancer. And I think there's some kind of mutation in cancer. So like the one you're talking about, that tumor you had, it grew so fast. And the one that killed my friend 3 or 4 months ago, they diagnosed him, and within a month and a half, 2 months, he was gone. And so there's some kind of cancer out there that's growing real fast.
Well, one good thing about mine, I was reading up on it last night. I showed my wife. Most brain cancer originates somewhere else and migrates to your brain.
Metastasizes there, yeah.
And I had colon cancer in 2016, but they can dissect that tumor and see what's up.
Morning, John.
And
yep.
And mine didn't come from my colon cancer.
Huh.
Mine originated in my brain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is kind of uncommon.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. It's rare.
But one good thing about it, those cancers generally don't migrate through your body.
Yeah.
That's what I've been worried about, is this thing getting everywhere else, and they cut you open and sew you up. You know how you've heard them
especially as
talk.
fast as it was growing. That one there went from what you say, like a
grape,
a grape, yep,
to that size in a matter of days.
Mm-hmm. Now just imagine if you had that shit all over your body like that, you'd be done. You'd be over with.
Yeah, they cut you open and sew you up, send you home.
Yep, exactly. And that's why I think there's some kind of mutated cancer. I honestly do, that grows fast like that, because most of them you never heard of that. My pop had colon cancer. And they done surgery on him, removed part of the colon.
That's what they did to me.
Yeah, when I first got that call from Mom, I lived over in Noblesville, and my first thought was, when's the last time I done something with my dad? But then I started thinking, I don't know anything about this. So I started researching, and then I felt better after I researched it, because the survival rate of colon cancer is real high.
Yeah, if you catch it early.
Yep. And they caught Dad's early. And so after I done the research on that, I felt better, because I didn't know nothing about it, but we still had to, get the surgery done, get him through some chemo and stuff. And they, at the time, he had prostate cancer a little bit, and the doctor told him that it grows so slow that he was 70 something then, that he would die of something else before the prostate cancer got him.
That's right.
Well, they wanted to put him on hormone treatment, and Dad said no. We wasn't there that day with him at the hospital. The doctor, Dad had a case of the ass. I know what it was. He said, I don't want to take no more damn shots. Morning, Eric. And when we went with the doctor, after he got diagnosed with the bone cancer, the doctor said something about that, and we were like, what? He said, oh yeah. He said, I told him, had he took them hormone shots, he wouldn't be here right now. And I'm like, what hormone shots? And he explained to us, and I was like, he never said a word about that to us. Probably because we'd have made him go do it,
Right.
And then by then, by the time it metastasized bone cancer, it's too late anyway. There's nothing you can do about it. Just, especially when you're in your late 80s.
There you go.
And that's what Pop said. He said, I've had a good life, and I'm in my late 80s. There's no need to do any of that treatment.
Well, my chemo ain't bothering me a bit.
Really?
Not a bit, man. Heck, I took my chemo last night, and I take it at 7:00. And at 8:30, I was eating a big bowl of homemade gumbo.
Oh, so you got some you take? See, Dad had to go somewhere and get his.
He had it infused though.
Yeah,
He had a
he had a
port.
port. Yeah.
No, I'm taking mine. They treat this with at home.
Huh.
This one I got.
You got to go get tags. I just done that Friday or last week because I didn't realize our plates ran out and they were ran out on the 7th. Well, the car was still in Dad's name. I'm like, well, I can't renew them. So I had to go, change the title and everything over. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be a couple $100, but it was less than 200. And then now everything's pretty much in my name. Coach, you get tired, you let me know.
Y'all are lucky. Boy, our car tags are out of sight in Mississippi, boy.
I thought ours was bad.
My truck was $1,300.
You're kidding me.
Not a bit.
For plates?
Yeah,
And what year is it?
2013.
2000.
Now
You're kidding me.
it's way down now, but when it was new, it was
Oh yeah,
13.
when they're new, they're real high. Yeah, that's how it is here. It's $3,000 or $4,000 here in a new car.
But it goes down pretty quick.
Yep, I always thought that was crazy, especially Indiana was a factory state. You know what I mean? Had auto factory places and stuff, but yet they charge you out the nose for a new car. And you think they'd be the opposite because they'd want you to buy new cars because you got factories here. You know what I mean? I always thought that was kind of stupid.
We got a Nissan. We got a Nissan plant here.
I think they got a Honda plant over in Shelbyville now. It's been there for a while. Been there for,
It's another car coming up northeast Mississippi. I don't know what it is. Maybe Toyota. I don't know.
Yeah, I like Toyotas.
Well, that's what we drive, Toyotas and Hondas.
Yeah. Hondas are good. Hondas are, if you get the right Honda, it's a 300,000 mile vehicle if you change the oil.
Yeah, that's what my wife drives. She loves them.
I would buy a Honda and a Toyota. If I had a pickup truck, I'd buy a Toyota. If I got a van, I'd buy one of them Honda vans.
This is our fifth one. Never had one go in the shop.
Yep.
Had a recall on them, but
yeah, quality vehicles, man. That's why they kicked America's ass in the 70s or late 70s through the 80s. They were making a better product.
That's right.
How many of them mid 70s cars you see around anymore? Because they would jump. And that's what almost killed the auto industry. And I tell you, if I was to buy a domestic vehicle, it would be a Ford, because when they done the auto bailouts, Ford's the only company that didn't take no money.
That's right.
So if I was to buy a newer domestic vehicle, it'd be a Ford.
Only thing, they had already cut their pensions.
Did they?
Yeah. Literally, they didn't have to take any money. They had already cut their pensions.
Oh, you're kidding me. So heck, you could just get you a post office box across the river, establish residency, and get them over there. No way. $500 a year.
And it went to South Dakota and it's $70 a year.
2020. Eventually, they're going to run out of stuff they can tax, and then what are they going to do? Be like me and realize I don't got an income problem. I got a spending problem, which is what I need to work on.
I can tell you one thing. People in Mississippi take care of each other. My wife, I've been down since the end of October.
Right,
I've been down since the end of October, and my wife hadn't missed a check yet. They still sending her a check every month. Private school.
Hey, internet's. Oh yeah. Yeah, internet was jumping around a little bit there. Said your wife was
She's a school teacher down at a private school where I coached and taught all those years.
Yeah.
And she been down there 20 years. But anyway, they still paying her every month, just like she was going to work every day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know how long that's going to last, but they sure are. That surprised me.
That's awesome.
I know I worked down there for 20 years, and I, I might well have been paying them to go to work.
Yeah.
So they owe this family some money,
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
and they know it. So
Yep.
I reckon that's the reason they kept passing that check out every month too.
Yeah. Yeah. Private school. That's a ticket right there.
Because most of the folks that was doing what I was doing was making 35, 40,000. I never made over 22,000. Never.
Really?
Uh-uh. When
Wow.
one of my cohort coaches found out what I was making, he put my name. I started getting phone calls from schools around
Oh yeah.
because I was a good baseball coach,
Yep.
and but every one of them wanted me to help with football, and I didn't want. I wanted out of football, see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where I was working, I had already talked them out of fooling with football.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Then-
I stayed where I was. But if
Yep.
any of them had said I didn't have to fool with football, I'd have been gone in a heartbeat.
Yep. One that and yeah. Huh. Remember that there used to be a TV show called The Wonder Years, and the kid that played in that, I forget his name, but his name's Taylor Chase here or whatever. It was and I guess he done a show on Nickelodeon too. Ned Declassified or something, but they just some kid found him digging in a trash can last week or whatever, recognized him, some kid doing a video, talked to him, and then it went viral, and his buddies from that TV show he was with found him, and I guess he got serious mental disorders, they said. And said he's refused shelter from authorities and help for mental health and substance addiction issues. Yep. I'll tell you what, Hollywood eats them child stars up and spits them out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Nickelodeon's, which I don't know nothing about that. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide or something like that. And then I guess that's what he played in. Maybe he didn't play in the Wonder Years.
I kind of remember the name Wonder Years, but I didn't ever watch it. I don't get.
Yeah. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just the Nickelodeon show. He just looks like the kid from the Wonder Years. Okay, that's what it is. But yeah, I found him rooting around in a trash can for food.
Yeah, I see. I saw some pictures of it last night, Eric.
Yeah.
If California don't get some leadership, there won't be no California in 20
Man,
years.
you're not lying. You're not lying a bit. It is in bad shape.
And Illinois is going to get in the same shape.
Yeah, Illinois is horrible, man. You kidding me? Yeah. They're right next to us. You know, I moved up to Wisconsin. When I left state Indiana, we was Republican controlled. And we had a surplus of money set back when I left. And I was gone 2 years. I come back. Democrats took over. We had a deficit of money. We're out of money.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, believe it or not, Mississippi is Republican controlled, and we have a large bank account. People laugh at Mississippi, but look here, Mississippi is a well-run state. I'm gonna tell you now. Well,
Yeah.
they think we backwards and all that, but and we are probably behind part of the country in some things.
But that's not all bad neither.
Life is slow here, boy.
And that ain't all bad. I know when I went up in Wisconsin, when I'd go up to the north woods of Wisconsin, and it was like it was 15 years behind everything else up there. It just
That's
slow.
that's
People
kind of
didn't
like,
care.
well, where I had my surgery done, University of Mississippi Medical Center. It's run. I don't know who runs it, but it's in cahoots with Ole Miss.
Yep.
But that's where the first heart transplant took place. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the heart. I don't know if it's a transplant or first open heart surgery. I don't remember. But they are on the cutting edge. They keep up with everything. My doctor that did my surgery was trained at Mayo Clinic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's from Pakistan. But boy, I like him. He shoots straight. He don't beat around the bush. But yeah, we got good medical facilities in well down at Jackson. The University Medical Center is a big deal. Yeah, California definitely got a leadership problem, along with Minnesota and Illinois. Buggy, you gone? Buggy disappeared. Buggy had to go to the bathroom, I bet. Eric, you on the road this morning? Yeah, well, they don't manage their land right.
I'm here. I'm just doing something for mom real quick.
Okay. Yeah, they don't they listen, man. California, they outlawed people mining for gold, panning for gold in all the rivers, and the recreational gold miner uses they they did a study and they removed so much mercury from the water that it's unbelievable. So and they outlawed them. They put them out of the rivers. They won't let them pan for gold. And they were getting more mercury than they were gold, actually. My dad lived in when I found my dad on my 40th birthday. I guess that was 38 years ago. He lived in Northern California, and boy, they had some stupid laws. And my daddy was an ex-Marine, and he was very outspoken about it. That's where I learned what I learned about California was from him. And as soon as he retired, he got out of California. He moved to Spokane, Washington. First, he moved to Oregon, and then he moved further east to Spokane because of the climate. He had arthritis real bad. Well, I'm gonna put this link up again if anybody else wants to come up. If anybody wants to join us, come on up. Bugman looks kind of rough this morning, but he ain't gonna bite. Come on up, Ernie Brown, and give us a little insight into what's going on.
All right, there we go. I had to make Mom's protein drink for her. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know the answers to anything these days. Here.
Nobody does, Buggy.
Yep. Best that way.
Morning, Steve.
I
Good
can't
morning.
wait until I retire and I don't have to worry about anything no more. I won't even.
I can't see you. You have you got your camera on?
I got it turned off. I'm filling an aquarium. I'm running backwards and forwards. I got to keep an eye on it, or I'll be swabbing the deck here in the front room and kitchen.
Hey, Coach, if you click on the two side by side like we was on, if you click on that and leave it on that when we come up, it divides them evenly each time. Like what? Yeah, like that. See?
Yeah,
then when he comes up, if he turns his camera on, he'll be in a square below us.
I didn't know that, Buggy. I was wondering why I kept popping off.
Yeah, I didn't know it neither until today that when you turn your camera off, you pop off the screen. I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, oh, wait, I got my camera off.
Oh, okay. I thought that's just something new they added, right?
It must be, yeah.
Well, that's Frat Boy Eric driving.
And then if you want him to be full screen, you just click on the, I'm trying to remember, it's like the little camera in the top.
Where is that, Bugman?
Full screen or something like that. Oh, there we went to the left there for a second.
There goes your taco truck, Buggy.
Tell me again what to do, Bugman, to get it full screen.
If you want him to be full screen, you can click on it. And there's something pops up and you hit yes, and it makes him full screen. I can't remember right now.
How does that look right there? I can see it's three of us there.
That's fine right there. Yep. Or I may have to jump over my phone and go get me a Red Bull. I only had one in the fridge this morning because everything was closed yesterday and I didn't feel like going out. But yeah, when I get to retire and I don't have to worry about anything, I'm gonna quit watching politics. I'm gonna quit watching. I'm like, it's you guys' world now. It's up to y'all to say my generation's done. I'm going fishing and I ain't gonna worry about nothing.
Well, make sure if you retire, make sure you got something to take up every minute of your day.
Oh, I will.
He does. It's called fishing and sleeping and eating.
Is that my Uncle Ernie?
That's right, it's me.
What's up, Ernie?
Well,
good morning.
I got a question. You want some quarry caps?
I'm not going to retire and
Want some what?
Quarry caps for your fish tank to keep it clean?
No, I got two already. I got two alligators.
These are mating pairs, is why I asked. You could put them in a tank by themselves and feed them and change the water about halfway down, fill it back up. Within a few days, you'll see them start cleaning the glass and laying eggs.
Yeah, Coach, I'm not retiring all the way. I'm still going to keep my appraiser's license and do appraisals. You know what I mean? It's too easy of a job not to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hardest thing I do is measure houses, and the way these laser measures are going now, they're getting better and better, where eventually I'm going to be able to take and shoot a dot on one side of the wall and slide all the way down the outside to the other side and shoot a dot that'll tell me how far I went. Right now, you got to shoot down to one, and it reflects back. So sometimes you can do it on the outside, sometimes you can't. Just depends on if there's anything on the wall to bounce it off of.
There you go.
That's the hardest thing I do is measure the house. The rest of it's all sitting at the desk.
Yeah, you can get the way you can do it from the truck.
Yep. I'd be
Eric,
foolish to let my license lapse.
That's right.
Or in fact, I got.
hey, Eric, you been over by Logan?
Not for a while.
Oh, okay. I was gonna see if the water might have been froze.
Well,
Christy went with the son to go Noah's Ark thing, and I gotta go buy tags. So if I go to Logan, I want to take a rod with me.
well, I don't know if anything's frozen or not or over that way. I can't remember. I ain't been out. I almost went out, drove around Reservoir yesterday to see, but I just don't think. Go ahead, Coach.
It's still plenty of snow on the ground.
Is that snow, Eric, or frost?
That's frost. There ain't no snow. It's done melted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, my snow was gone 2 days ago. That's just
Anything
Sprinkling
white.
today.
Anything white down here, we call it snow.
that's frost. It was real foggy yesterday morning, and then just
No,
as the sun came up, it was frosty out there.
Uncle Lou said it's foggy in Iowa this morning.
Oh, is it? Yep.
That's a little bit of ice. Not the guys getting rid of all the foreigners, but you know.
All right, Charlie. Merry Christmas after Christmas to you too, buddy.
Oh, Charlie.
That's a new name. That's a new name to me.
Yeah, it is a new guy.
We had a cat person in here other morning.
Had a what?
Cat person.
Huh.
You remember she had a colony of cats?
I don't remember.
And she was talking because we rescue cats too at my house.
Yep. Oh,
Right on down the river.
You mean Lucky let you rescue other cats?
Well, Lucky is a rescue itself.
Lucky's got his spot on that bed. I'm telling you, there ain't no other cats taken. I guarantee it. Yeah, Lucky ain't letting no other cats get on that bed. I guarantee he don't.
He ain't nobody getting in that bed but me and him.
That's what I'm saying. I guarantee that's his, and he don't let nobody come around. Cool, Charlie. So I'm usually doing the show this time of day, but I didn't do it today, so Coach popped up, and after I seen he popped up, I jumped over here. But I'm usually doing the show in the morning times, Bugman 22 show. Coach hooked me up though. He's picking up my slack. I was in YouTube jail for a week because I showed a gun on my live, not knowing that you weren't allowed to show somebody a gun. You know, but you can show something on there. I better keep my mouth shut. I'll get banned again.
Look here, Buggy. I ain't trying to take over your time slot now. I just you know that though.
Keep my mouth shut.
Coach, you just
lucky
bored.
They only banned me for 7 days.
Well, you protested, didn't you?
So that's cool. At least they cut it in half.
Yeah,
but
protested.
the letter I got. Hey, I understand that I didn't know about. But if you'll look, I've had YouTube since 2008, and that's the first time I've ever been dinged for anything. And I think 2 weeks is a little excessive.
There you go. They probably rethought it, and
it was just basically a generic response that.
Or they could have seen. They could have seen that. Or they could have seen what was happening. That because I brought you up for your own show.
Yeah. Well,
they could have seen that and decided, well, if that's the way you ran that red light, boy.
Yeah, he did.
No red light. That was green light. That was a red turn signal.
Oh.
It's all AI generated, Buggy, and until somebody makes a response on it, and then there'll be a human look at it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I got a generic response from them that basically said you broke the rules too bad. And then next thing I know, and they didn't send me nothing, tell me that I wasn't banned anymore. You know what I mean? I just happened.
Yeah, they didn't me either.
I just happened to try it and it worked yesterday. I was like, get out of here.
You're very lucky because
Yeah.
I tried it about 3 or 4 days after that and it didn't work.
Yep.
You lucky.
Well, I sent him a respectful letter. Don't get me wrong, and just explained to him, that I didn't know I'd done anything wrong, and I've been around here. And like I said, I missed so many opportunities. Back in 2008 or 9, I started putting dirt bike videos up, and I got a letter from them that said, an email or a letter, something said, hey, would you be interested in becoming a content creator? And I had no idea what the hell they was talking about back then. And I was like, nah, I'm too busy to mess around with that. Had I took that opportunity, I'd probably be rich by now. Because a lot of people jumped in there early that made a bunch of money. And I didn't do it. And I wish I would have. It's the same with I drove by that Bitcoin place every single week for I don't know how long. And
Bugman, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Charlie Don't Surf says he needs a new morning show and he wants a link. That'd be your link, right?
Yeah, just look for it. Just if you follow me, follow Bugman22 and hit the notification thing, and you'll get it every morning when I come up.
Type something in the chat, Buggy.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to. Let's see. Yeah, I got it over here. There we go.
I don't know if he's blue or not. I know I was half tempted to put Uncle Lou in timeout, but I don't want to mess with him. He's got karma on me.
Don't mess with Uncle Lou. Don't mess with Uncle Lou in here anyway.
Coach, I was messing with him, talking crap about his football team. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
That's one of them.
And then I turned around and stubbed my toe.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem right there to begin with.
How'd that game turn out last night?
Which one? There was 3 of them on last night.
The Broncos in Kansas City.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Netflix.
That was on Prime. Yeah. They had 2 on Netflix, and then they had 1 on Prime. Minnesota beat Detroit, which knocked Detroit out of the playoffs to clinch Green Bay into the playoffs.
They had one on
now it's just a seeding. Yeah, they had 3 games on Christmas.
Well, the Netflix thing is, I'm not going to pay for Netflix, even though to watch a game that I don't watch NFL anyway, but I didn't know it was on Prime. I have Prime. I was bored enough last night. I probably would have. But heck, like I said, I went to bed by 9 o'clock last night.
Uncle Luke said the Broncos won by 7.
Yeah, now, Mr. Charlie Don't Surf, this ain't what you'd call an organized show, okay? It started out as a bunch of people sitting around talking about catfishing. And that's all we do. We don't, there ain't no rhyme or reason or no planning or anything that goes on with this. I don't sit around and do show prep or nothing. We just come up and talk, give everybody something to do.
And watch Eric drive down the highway, running red light,
and make fun of him. And I'll apologize for Eric ahead of time.
It's worse when it's snowing and you got semi doing jackknifing and sliding all over the place.
Yeah, I heard something about Kelsey.
No problem, Charlie. You'll like this group of people. They're good people here. The whole Catfish family is good people.
Did he announce his retirement, Uncle Lou?
Kelsey? Heck yeah, he don't have to play football no more. Mama gonna support him with her billions of dollars.
Yeah, he can just go work security for her shows.
The best thing he could do is knock her up, and then he's got a permanent paycheck the rest of his life. But then you'd have to talk to her for the rest of your life too, so maybe not.
Well, they seem to get along, so
yeah,
he gets along with his brother, so and his family.
That's all.
Not so much his Not so much his mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can tell by the look on her face when they're sitting together. She's not, you know.
Mom ain't happy. I'd be happy if you was my kid and you started hooking up with some woman that's worth more than probably Oprah. Yeah, I'll be like, you keep on hooking that up. And she's worth a bundle of money, man.
Oh yeah.
I wish I'd been born a female.
You ain't lying.
When all you got to do is dress right and be a billionaire.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be walking around in that chartreuse bikini, coach.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy,
If I had
hey, Eric, you should have been at the Hog Breath Saloon last night down at Key West. Man, it was hot last night.
Oh, I bet.
got that one
Christmas
written
party.
down somewhere.
There was
I
some
got that
ho
written
ho
down.
hoing going on.
Hog breath. I got that written down somewhere.
It was a little old gal in there dressed in a Santa Claus skirt. No, she had it was a Santa Claus suit, but it was real short in the front and real long in the back.
Yeah.
She put on a show, boy.
Did she really? Now we're going to have to set something up where you're going to have to send me something on Facebook or text me and let me know when that's going on there, and I'll have to jump over. That would have been some entertainment. I may not have been in bed at 8:30 last night.
That's the reason I stayed up to 12 o'clock watching her.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was tired, I guess. And well, the bad part was I only sleep so many hours, so I went to bed at 8:30 and woke up at 3, and looked at the little dog, and he looked at me like, "No way, dude." I say, "I gotta go pee, little man. Get up." And I went and peed, and he come back. He went and peed, and he went out. We went back to bed for an hour or so.
Well, don't do like Troy did. He Googled. I mean, he found all those sites on YouTube. I Google it. I just Google Hog Breath Saloon.
Key West.
You ain't got to put Key West in there.
Yeah.
It'll give you a choice, and you pick Key West if that's what you want.
Hog Breath. I got to write it down again because I can't find the post-it note.
And click, and then scroll down. Once you click on Hog Breath Saloon, scroll down to World Cams. And they got 4 cameras in there, but 2 of them work.
Huh. Well, the other ones where all the drug dealing's taking place, they don't want you to have a camera in there.
They used to work. They used to work, but them people down there ain't bad on keeping that cams working.
They don't. Nobody down there gets in a hurry to do anything. They're on Key West time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember me and Justin used to go down there after the week after Christmas every year and go surfing, and a hurricane had come through like 3 years before that or something. And these are the old, motels from back in the day, little 2-story cement places right on the beach,
Right.
Well, the one next to it, the roof had got torn off 3 years before in the hurricane. And I'm talking to the lady that took care of this one here, and she said, "Oh, well, we just don't get in a hurry down there. We can't get nobody work anyway."
Well, that's true.
I was like, man, if you went down there with half a lick of ambition and didn't drink, you'd be a millionaire in 3 years. Because nobody wants to work.
Yeah, and if you can make music, you can be there quicker than that.
Yep.
Because all them clubs down there have live entertainment all day long.
Yep.
And some of the entertainment is great, and some of it ain't worth a flip.
Well, I done an appraisal for a kid one time over in Lafayette, and his dad owned a floor tile company in Florida, which is huge. Every house down there's got ceramic tile flooring,
Yeah.
And he said his dad just couldn't get people to work. I was young then. I just started appraising. I was in my 30s. And he said, my dad said if he had anybody that'd come down there and work and tried to keep a crew working that would show up 5 days a week. He said he'd pay him enough that he'd be a millionaire by the time he went to retire. So he just could. He said he had more jobs than he did people to do them. You know, well, the construction people ain't going to wait on you to get another crew to come in. They're going to get somebody else to get that floor down.
Right.
You know, and he was the lady that I got the hotel from, and him and someone else said the same thing. I was talking to about Florida. Said, "Oh, you can't get nobody work."
You know who CP is, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he installs these computerized warehouse conveyor belts,
Oh, really? Yeah.
and he's an expert at it. Well, the company he was working for there in Memphis, they moved they lost a Microsoft contract, but they picked up a Nike contract. So they built a big plant in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And in Memphis, he depends on temporary services for a lot of the employment, the
Yeah.
work. He had 700 he was over 700 in Memphis, temporary services.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they sent him to Harrisburg to set up that new warehouse. And he asked for 800 because he was building it from the ground up. You know, he asked for 800 temporary services. And you know how many he ended up with out of 700? They couldn't find but 80 people.
No kidding. Yeah.
And that was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Now, see, I noticed down south they have a lot of that temporary stuff, and it's not as big up here as it is down there.
Yeah.
We have it, but, you know, well, mainly back in the day when the auto factories was here, we didn't have any because it was all union. And,
right.
You know, if you came to work there, the union guys would make sure you got put on full time and was getting your benefits.
Well, we're a right to work state here.
Yeah, we are too now.
I don't know about Pennsylvania, but he couldn't get but 80 people.
Yep.
And you know what they had to do? They had to end up sending a bunch of temporary from Memphis up there.
No kidding. Well, see,
no telling what that cost, Nike.
After COVID, I know the Papa Murphy's down by my mom and dad's house when I first moved here. After COVID, it was closed. And it was open one day, and I stopped in and talked to her. She said, "I can't get nobody to work." She said, "I'm going to have to close this up. I literally cannot get anyone to work." So nobody wants to work because they're getting paid. I was like, "Really?" And they closed it up and ain't never reopened.
That's amazing because, you know, my generation grew up working.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We were, in fact, we spent more time the last 2 weeks of school in the spring looking for summer jobs than we did trying to make grades to pass.
Yep. And yeah, like you're saying, like me, everyone had a job in the summertime, especially about my junior and senior year, where I got lucky. I worked at the marina. We had a boat up on the Salamone Reservoir, and I stayed on the boat and worked at the marina during the summers.
Nowadays, everybody wants to be a content creator.
Well,
that was
you're gonna get rich off of YouTube or something.
That was a stop sign back there, Eric. Did you see it?
He evidently didn't. Morning, Jody.
I did stop.
But yeah, nobody wants to
a rolling stop.
The guy had a machine shop here, and
hey, Jody.
He had an ad in the paper and said he will train you, even if you don't know how to do it. He'll train you to be a machinist if you'll come to work. And he couldn't get nobody to work. Nobody won't work. One of his rules was, though, you couldn't bring your cell phone into the shop. It had to stay out in the car, you know.
Everybody wants a handout nowadays. Nobody wants to earn an honest day's wage.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, I grew up in a farming community, so we always had a job.
Yep. There was always some hay to be baled, some corn to be detasseled. It didn't matter.
Weeds to be cut out of head out soybeans.
Yeah.
My stepdaddy, one summer, we had about 400 acres of soybeans that had some big weeds in it, and that was my job, was to weed the soybean.
Huh.
And them beans they was every bit of shoulder high.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he told me if you get a crew of boys to work, I'll pay them, and pay you 50 cents a head extra to haul them. So I set out and I found 5 boys, friends, to go work. I carried 4 of them home at lunch, and they told me it wasn't no need of coming back at 1 o'clock because they wasn't going back out there.
Yeah, hard work. Didn't want to do it.
It was hard work.
Just like baling hay's hard work. I forget what they paid my brother back then. He baled hay. I worked somewhere else. They didn't.
I know what I was making driving a tractor from Monday morning till Saturday afternoon, $36. Yeah, you work 6 days, 7 days a week, and you paying $6 a day.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's what.
Like back in World War II, people were falsifying their age to go in the service. And I guarantee you right now, if they implemented a draft, they'd have more people fleeing to Canada than they would going in the service. Guarantee it. Hey, Otis, how are you?
There's Otis.
Yeah, Otis 99, 97. Yeah, I don't know, fortunately, AI is going to make a bunch of robots and they'll have people to work, and then everybody will complain because they, well, can't get a job all the robots. Well, you wouldn't take the job before. Now they figured out a way to replace you. You're going to whine about it.
Yeah, these robots are going to take over.
Yeah.
They've already taken over the farming community.
Yeah.
With that GPS on these tractors.
Yeah, they can almost drive themselves, can't they?
Yeah. In fact, they got technology. Look, I used to work on the biggest cotton plantation around, and we raised 10,000 acres of cotton. And we got all the new technology. They come try it out, test it there on our farm. And this was in 1977. There was a aftermarket company came out there and wanted to do a test on self-driving tractors. And it was right on the highway. And they sent 4 or 5 technicians out there, and they spent a few hours fooling, putting cable down and setting up little different posts here and there. I don't know what the posts were for. But anyway, they went and cranked that tractor up with a planter on it and brought it and set it up on that wire. And it was about a 20-acre field. And they cranked that tractor up and put it in the gear they wanted it in for the speed, and left and went to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And that tractor planted that whole field, and then back in the up in the summer when it's time to cultivate, they came back and they got a tractor with a cultivator and they set it up and cranked it up and left.
No kidding.
And that tractor cultivated that whole field, but no driver, nothing.
I remember that.
But that's not the way they do it now. They have to have somebody on there to turn the tractor around on the end, but it drives itself from end to end.
Yeah. I remember Dad used to tease his boss that he planted, and he'd always tease him about, man, you cannot put a straight row of corn in to save your life. Where now you just program it and it'll make sure it's straight.
Oh, yeah. And you can start in the middle of the field. You can drive the tractor out there and start in the middle of the field and plant every other set of rows. If you got a 12-row planter, you plant every other 12 rows and then crank and bring the other tractor and put it, and it'll go in there and plant the 12 that you didn't plant. And they're straight as a string.
A kid I raced dirt bikes with, he's from a big farm family. I forget how many thousands of acres they farm, and a lot of them ain't even their land though.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. He stopped by the house. He's a John Deere salesman. He just sold a farm right across the river in Lake Village, $4 million worth of tractors, combines, and cotton pickers. $4 million. And they wrote him a check.
Yeah.
And they wrote him a check.
Really?
Can you? Yeah. But they were one of the fortunate few around that they had all the crops still in
Yeah, you're
storage.
breaking up, Coach.
I wonder why. Am I still
You're
breaking
up a lot, Coach?
Not on my end.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
I wonder what I need to do.
It's not on your end? Never mind, it's my end then. Don't worry about it. I'll come up on my
No,
laptop.
it's not. I can hear him fine. There ain't no breaking up.
Okay, it's my end. Don't worry about it. If it's good on his end, then it's going to be the PC I got, or the Wi-Fi Bluetooth thing for it plugs into a USB port. It's not built into the machine, and it's just I need to buy a new one because it's not worth shit.
Watch your language, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot it ain't my show today.
Yeah, it's your show, but still watch your language.
No, I'm sorry. I always used to do that on my show. I'm used to doing it.
You're going to get kicked off again.
No, they ain't kick you off for cussing. Because mine is adult only. It's not for kids. You check that box. You know what I mean? Where am I at here? Go there. Mute this.
Jody, you're exactly right.
How do I mute that? Oh, I have to do it over here.
That's what I told both of my boys. I said, I ain't going to leave y'all no money because I ain't going to have no money, but I'm going to teach y'all how to work.
Go here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to switch it before.
We lived on the street. We lived on the street, had a lot of widows, and they was paying folks $30 to mow the yard. And I'd go to them and tell them we'll mow it for 10. The boys mowing yards. I had them so many yards, and they had push mowers. And we catch all the grass so we didn't have to sweep the grass up. And I had them a big wagon that they dump all the grass in, and I was rotting in the grass and using it for my garden. So finally, the oldest one said, "Daddy, we could mow more yards a lot easier if we had a ride lawnmower." And I asked Kay how much money they had built up. And they had plenty to buy a used riding lawnmower, so I bought them a used riding lawnmower with a bagging system on it. That revolutionized the lawn mowing service. But I just kept adding yards till one of them finally said, "Daddy, we don't get any more yards." But when they went off to college, we gave them $2,000 cash money that they had earned. Kay take half the money and put it in the bank account for them. Okay, Otis. Did somebody else pop up here?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a little click. Ask somebody.
That's me. All right. That's cool. I just jumped on my phone so I can go get a Red Bull. Oh, man. Yeah, I got to text Glenn and see what time he wants to start today.
What's that on your dashboard, Eric?
That's the phone holder. I can't put the phone up no more. That stupid camera that watches me, it'll start going off.
Yep.
If I look down too long, distracted driving.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then if you're going over the speed limit, it'll tell you, slow down. Slow down.
But he's a good little man. I'll be back, buddy. Okay, lay back down. I just had to turn the light on for a minute. The dog looked at me like, dude, what are you doing? Turn the light on.
Eric, it seemed like it's a long way between stops.
Oh yeah, it's first stop. It's normally an hour, hour and a half.
That's where you running red lights and stuff, ain't it?
Nah, I ain't Larry. I get paid by the hour, not by the tire.
I got nowhere to be in the rest of my life to get there.
I'm off all this week too.
I wish they would have just let us work Christmas Eve and have Thursday and Friday off. But hey, you know
That would have been cool. Woo. It ain't as warm out here as I thought it was. Geez, I got a pair of shorts and flip flops on. Might not have been the brightest thing I've ever done.
No, it's supposed to cool back down. Talking about New Year's Day snow.
Yeah, well, they talked about 50s today. They said
it was 75 here yesterday.
I just ain't that smart.
But it's gonna get cold tomorrow.
Let's see here. Put that here. All right.
Jody, I saw you clean that boat off last night, girl. Wiping blood off the back deck, the side and everything. Boy, Danny Stone and Richard Cluck caught a bunch of fish yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
I saw them catch 13. I don't know how many more they caught. 36 pounds, I think, was the biggest one.
Woo!
38 in Florida is going to be tough, man.
Yep. Bad part in the car when you can't see the chat. Don't think anyway. Nope.
Yeah, you can't.
How you do it? Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, you gotta go and make. Then you can't see the screen, but
okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You gotta make choices whether you want to see the chat or
yeah,
see the picture of what's going on.
38 degrees in Florida. We'll move up here.
Yeah, it'll be some hard nipples in Florida.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Coach might be watching there that Key West stream closer.
I guarantee you I will be.
Okay, Otis.
Because all them honky tonks in Florida open air honky tonks.
Yep. They won't be open air much.
They'll have on so many clothes you can't.
Yep. Cold.
Iguanas be falling out of the trees at 38, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's a good
iguana fallen warning.
That's a good idea, Jody. I caught my cocker spaniel one time I left bait on the hook.
Ooh.
And some sort of way he stood on his back legs and got that piece of skipjack and got hooked in the top lip.
Ooh.
And Kate, I wasn't at home, and Kate carried that dog to the vet, cost $70. And all I had to do was take a pair of pliers and mash the barb down and pull it out, you know?
Yep.
But she didn't know to do that. She rushed him to the vet.
Yep. Turn the brightness down some.
But you couldn't feed him a piece of fish after that. He didn't even like you out there working on fishing pole. But he was pulling drag, she said. She said your reels broke. It was making a clicking sound. I said, "Well, where did you catch him, Kay?" She said, out there on the ditch, and that's 60, 70 feet away."
He was pulling Jack. I can't wait till it gets daylight early again. I got the wrong freaking glasses on. Jack nabbit. I do that all the time. When I come outside.
That's somebody else. I don't know who that is.
I can't see it's on so little on the screen. I bet that's Ernie driving somewhere.
Yep.
No, he said you had to go to DMV.
I ain't got a mount in here. I have to hold it. It's trying to rain.
You know, it used to
It's
suck going to the BMV. Ours is pretty good.
it's raining over. It's raining over here in Circleville.
It's starting over here on 180, going to Logan.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
I don't see no daggone deer nowhere over here like I used to. They should have been deer in every field.
No, they're in town. Go drive through the neighborhood. You'll see them in people's front yards. They ain't stupid.
Yep.
Well,
Got smart.
all of that over here, I used to hunt all the way to South Perry, and then on the other side of South Perry, they started building houses in here up the holler, and that's why there ain't nothing around anymore. Plus the disease it blowed through.
Yeah.
There was a big fox over there, smart. You come out, you see his eyes. That's all you get. He'll turn around and go back where he come from.
No,
Hey, there's a fart sniffer.
no, she didn't cut. She didn't really use. She got a pair of scissors and cut my fishing line, and got her baby up and carried him to the vet.
See what?
Yeah,
Hey, Brown
Coach,
D.
Coach, I would let you come up on there, but Troy never showed me how to do all that. I don't know if I'd have to run it somehow through Discord in order for you to have voice chat on there.
Well, I believe it increase your watch hours. I think, because there'd be a lot of people in there chatting.
I got to do something about it freezing up where I can really do anything. It freezes up on me sometimes in the night, sometimes maybe 3 or 4 times, and if I don't catch it, then it's froze screen all night. And I may have to start another channel or something. I've got almost $100 in super chats that I'll probably end up losing because of YouTube putting me as an organization. I got 1 or 2 more things I get to try, and if it don't work, then I lost all the super chats and everything.
I don't know anything about all that, Ernie Brown.
Yeah.
So whoever did super chats, I'm trying to get your money back if I have to through them somehow.
Send it to St. Jude's.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with getting that money back.
Yeah, well, they donated it. They should have some kind of wire trace to wire it back to who give it.
Well, what do you mean they got you down as an organization? Your channel is an organization?
Yeah, somehow or another they put me down as an organization. I don't know. That's why I closed it down for 30 days to try to change it. I can't change it.
Say something got clicked or a button got clicked or something. Yeah. Trying to get them on the phone is not the easiest thing on earth to do.
It looks like the Bojangles might be open over here, Ernie.
No, they ain't open till next year.
Oh, really? I got all the signs and everything up finally.
Yeah, they're working hard on it. They're trying to meet the spring deadline. And whoever's going to buy tags next year is going to pay a higher rate on their price there because it's going up.
Yep, that's why I buy 5 years. far out as you can go.
I tried to get them 2 months ago, but Chrissy said, "No, wait, we'll get them." Well, I'm running on expired tags right now.
It sucks.
They let us buy multiple years, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, we can buy multiple years here.
Would go out as far as they'd let me. Care how much it cost.
Yeah, because you save money in the long run because the stuff keeps going up every year.
Well, I wouldn't have to remember it every year. That's the only reason I won't do it. It sure seems the years go fast these days.
The heavier the vehicle, the more expensive the tags are.
That what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should go back to my S10 pickup or my little Ford, man. That's what I need to do.
Sad thing is, I got to buy for a truck, a car, and another truck, my work truck, if I'm going to be able to use it.
Oh, shoot, that was a bad idea. Still there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, okay.
Where's Coach? I ain't hear him.
I'm not talking.
I pushed the button there for a second. Something went wrong. There we go. I'm going to leave this car running. If it gets stole, it gets stole. You hear anybody jump in here, steal this car, tell them I said hit a pole with it when they're done driving it. I don't want it back.
Yeah, but you still have to pay your $500 deductible.
$250.
$250.
Brian
Yep,
B. Brian B says you ain't gonna get YouTube on the phone because it's Google. I don't know anything about all that. I'm just going by what he said. And I don't know what Brian B. I don't know what he knows.
I need a basketball.
Brian B. lives a bit close to Washington, D.C., so he got his thumb on the pulse of America, so he knows, I reckon.
Yeah, he's got connections.
Right.
He's got friends in low places.
Yeah.
Some lower than others, but we won't go there.
Brian B., what do you think about that video I sent you yesterday? You look at it? I thought about myself when I saw that video. I laughed like everything, man. This fella said it looked like he was gonna have to get a divorce because his wife was staying out at bars all night.
Why are you slowing down? Stop Googling.
Going from one bar to the other, and the guy said, "Well, what is she doing?" Said, "Looking for me." That was about my life went back in my 20s and 30s.
It's chilly out there. Nobody kidding about that now. If I get kicked out of here, I'll be back.
Turkey for Christmas. I thought you were supposed to have ham for Christmas. Turkey was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we got a ham, but
I got Fixing the big ham Sunday. Son them's coming up.
Man, I'm getting seasick watching y'all drive.
I'm telling you.
New Year's.
43 degrees. Okay. Text my buddy and see what time he wants to start today. He says 10-ish. I'm lazy.
You got bankers hours, man.
It's 9:30.
I can tell ain't neither one of y'all in Mississippi because the roads are smooth.
We know where all the holes are. That's all.
You just dodge them.
Y'all even got white lines on the highway.
Well, they put them down fresh every year to make it look good, even though there's cracks all over the place.
Ain't that it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's roads that actually, a lot of the roads really need to be picked up and repaved right, and not just picked up and thrown back down.
Chip top. They chip the top off and throw about a 2-inch layer of blacktop on top of it.
Yep, that's about it.
Yep.
And when they do it right, it lasts us 4 or 5 years.
I don't see
And that's
how
what
y'all.
big trucks on.
I don't see how y'all can have decent roads with all the
milk and stuff, freeze the milk. Yep.
freezing and melting y'all have.
Oh, I had a friend sitting on a grand jury one time, and they were investigating the paving companies. It seemed like the same paving company in this area got the paving jobs every time. It's kind of strange, open bid, but the same company always got them. And he was telling me in that thing that the guy come in from the state or whatever, and there's different grades of asphalt. And the higher the grade, the higher the price, the longer it lasts.
Right.
Come find out these guys was charging the city for the high grade asphalt and buying the cheap asphalt.
There you go.
They've been doing it for about 50 years. And somebody finally said, "Hey, wait a minute. Why aren't these roads lasting any longer than they are?" And they always use the same excuse. Oh, it's the freezing thaw. Freezing thaw causes that. It moved up to Wisconsin, and their roads wasn't bad like that. They got a lot more freezing thaw than we do here. Come find out it was asphalt that they was buying. But I never had no idea there was different grades. I didn't know nothing like that.
And they can't pour it below 50 degrees either.
Yep. They say they can anyway. They'll do it if they get a chance. I seen a guy building houses, rich neighborhood, doing brick in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And put antifreeze in the water with the mortar so it wouldn't freeze up while they were mixing it and putting it down. I just wonder how many are still standing. Yep, it's foggy today.
Bug, you got your camera turned off.
Yep, you'll be turned on.
Well, it's Brian B said you ain't up here.
See, there it is. That's the camera on. That's the camera off.
There.
I just this camera holder I bought ain't no good, and it doesn't. The other one I had was more flexible, and I could bend it around and get it where it would, see out front. You wouldn't see the thing or whatever. But this one's it's no good. I broke my other one. Hey, man. That's why it ain't too daylight yet. Start getting dressed already. What time is it? 8? Shit. It's gonna kill me. That getting up early gonna be the death of me.
Guess KOA bought out the campground down here in Logan. They got a big sign up. It's all been redone.
Yeah. But you know that KOA, they got camp sites all over the place. I know they got one out by
They're all over the country.
Yeah.
I ain't never got
Brian,
that house.
what are you serving with your sauerkraut for New Year's?
Probably sauce. Wow. Water is down a little bit.
Brian's making some glizzies and sauerkraut.
Yeah, that don't sound bad.
Yeah, won't be no fishing at the big tree.
I'll take the glizzies, but you can leave the sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's nasty.
Oh, I love it.
Man, hold up, Eric. Have you ever had real sauerkraut? For a minute.
I had it
I
up
don't know. I've always had that crappy bag stuff.
I make my own, and boy, you talking about good and good for you.
Well, I don't like cabbage as it is, so.
Well, it don't taste like cabbage. It tastes like it tastes more like dill pickle.
Yeah,
it's sour.
I was up in Wisconsin where all the Germans live. They had the best sauerkraut up there, man. And broth.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome. They have a little roadside guy
Not a
cooking
fan of sauerkraut.
I got
They dropped Logan's water.
Better park over on this side of the driveway. He could back up for the driveway. What is today? I thought today was Saturday when I woke up.
Friday.
It's Saturday.
Huh?
No, it ain't.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Better not
If it
be
was Saturday, I'd still be at home with my head on my pillow.
Yep. If there's any college game day on tomorrow.
Wow, somebody shot the snowman.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Snowman must have been drinking last night. He fell over.
Snowman laying on his side.
Yeah. Yeah, the water table's down. They opened the valve and let the water out of Logan.
Uncle Luke's finna cook a prime rib, y'all. We all need to go to Iowa.
I guess we're headed to Iowa today, ain't we?
Got prime rib? Oh, yeah, I'll take the rib, but you can hold the sauerkraut. I don't want that stuff.
I got 3 racks of ribs in the freezer. Nobody eats them but me.
He's talking prime rib. Some of that prime rib. I ain't had none of that forever, man.
Uncle Lou is letting the eagle fly.
Is that what we get? Is that what we get when we get done shoveling the snow? Prime rib?
Yeah, with sauerkraut. Nah, he's tightwad. He'll give you gas station chicken and one of them little grandma cookies. And day-old coffee.
Nah, he wouldn't give us gas station chicken. He wants us to do work. He don't want us blowing his bathroom up. Or be hot.
That's why
I'm fertilizing the grass.
That's why he's got the outside portage on set up out there.
Yeah, don't want to eat no bad chicken or pork.
I ate some bad pork one time, and I thought I was dying. In
Yeah, it'll
fact, I
make
knew I was dying.
chicken to do you the same way.
Yeah, I was in the service, and I cooked some ribs. I didn't know you're supposed to boil them first. I just cooked them on the grill. And it was bad. They wasn't beef. They was pork. I don't know something, but I
I
know if
think
I
I got a.
laid in the bathroom for almost 2 days throwing up. My roommate said, "Dude, if you don't stop that by tomorrow morning, we're going to have to take you to the hospital." I'm like, yeah, we'll see.
I wonder what Chrissy would say if I go in there and get another new truck.
Yeah.
It ain't what she say, it's what she gonna do.
Well, that too. I'm sure there'll be some words to go with it.
You won't be able to hear him because your ears are gonna be swollen shut.
Probably right.
You better do what Aunt
Okay.
Chrissy says. You know, she's the boss.
Get me an 8-foot bed, big old 3500 HD,
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Christy won't be too bad.
And
Died in your deer stand for
make sure it's got Wi-Fi anywhere I go.
Jody's having New Year's dinner at her house, and we all invited. Is what Brian B said.
I'll
Really?
pass.
Who's cooking, Brian or both?
I don't know, but it comes with a stomach pump.
Oh, okay.
So that tells you Jody's cooking.
Yes, beef.
I think that Jody not being able to cook is a ploy so she don't have to cook.
Yeah, she can cook when she wants to. Trust me.
Oh yeah, she had kids. She had to be able to cook.
There's no Southern girl that don't know how to cook. I'm telling you that right now.
I've said it before. She's the first Southern girl I ever met that didn't know how.
Well, I live with one. My wife can't boil water.
That ain't what I heard. You know why he says that, right? You don't want nobody to come and kidnap her.
Rice Krispie treats. That's
Rice Krispie treats.
That's some real. That's some real cooking there, Jody.
No baked cookies.
Wow, they put up some stuff around that. Different. Yeah, one of these days I'll have the money to buy me one of them new toys that are like RC trucks that run off of gas. That way I can use them out there in the neighborhood where I live at. They can climb the hill. I'd make me a track on the side of the hill.
I got to go, y'all. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, buddy.
You can end this if you got to, Coach. It's not a problem, buddy.
No, I ain't got to end it. I just got something I got to go get tended to pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about ready to bounce off of here for a minute because I'm almost up here.
Y'all carry on without me, man.
Okay, we'll keep it tight.
I gotta get a donut gasket for this car. It's using a little more gas than what it should.
Get a what?
Donut gasket, the exhaust is leaking, and the brain's telling it it's needing more gas, and it's giving it more gas than what it really needs to run.
So the leaks before the sensor, yeah.
Yep, you gotta take him off, clean him off every once in a while. There's all the carbon buildup on them.
No, I got a bad donut gasket. I got the window rolled up. You can't hear it humming? Wow. Hear it now?
You know,
A little bit.
It's kind of loud. They should be open if they're going to be.
I don't
What
even
the
know
heck
what
is
They're
Brian
what
laughing
the
about?
extra is.
See, he's talking about me, my cooking. Give Steve. Jody. That's funny, Jody.
I can't see what she's saying, but good morning, Jody. Still,
She said, see, just talking about my cooking gave Steve the runs.
he ran all right. Didn't he? I'll be back, you guys.
Uncle Lou, you know the answer to that.
You
Jody's just like that dog. She don't catch fish anymore.
know, one laid out, ready to put on. Okay, now what have I got to do? I need to go out there and get started. Is what I need to do. Motivation's hard to come by today.
And by the way, Buggy,
Yeah,
Cody's been busy with family.
is that what it is?
Yep.
Kids
I
playing
missed you.
sports
Merry
and stuff.
Christmas. Merry
Yeah,
Christmas the other day to him and his family.
yeah, yeah. I can understand it. His kids is
Asked him
about
how
that age,
everything was
man.
doing. I ain't talked to him in forever.
Yeah, his kids are at that age where the sports start getting serious. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you play 2 or 3 different sports. You don't have a free day of the week at all anymore.
Well, I told him you still shouldn't be running, Cody.
Yeah.
So we know what happens when Cody runs. He falls.
I was surprised when first time I met him. I didn't know he was that big. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then met him at CatCon.
Good people.
Yeah, very much so. The whole family's good people.
Yeah.
Which I reckon CatCon's going forever, I'd say.
Probably now.
Yeah, I'd say
Now
so.
they got some other weird thing going on.
Yeah, the World Catfish Convention or something like that. Conference or something. Yeah, I've seen that. It figures, man, it seems like anytime something good starts. What are you barking at? You see butter out there somewhere today? Here, come on.
I'm just glad I got to enjoy it. A couple years I did get to go, Something on the bucket list. And I got to meet a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to go to the gathering and meet my good friend Troy. I get to
I'm gonna
torment
mute
that
you in a
little
second.
feller. Everybody leave? It's awful quiet.
Let me finish with these damn dogs. I'll get back.
Gas prices are going back down. It went up for the holiday, and now they're going back down.
Man, I'll tell you what, butters kills me. You gonna come in now, huh? Okay. See how it is. Yeah, see how it is. Thank you. Yeah, but Butter's getting where he come over 2 or 3 times a day. Now he's picky and he only just take one treat. I don't want that one. I'll go home then. That's all I got today. And he'll turn around and go home. He'll come back. Let me know when you get the good treats. Suppose there's any lenders working. Might be. Check my email, make sure I ain't requests come through. I'm not going to do anything until next week anyway. Start getting used to putting 26 on the signature blocks instead of 25. Wonder how many times I'll do that this year. Probably if you want. Well, you want to go out now? Come on, let's go. Come on. Cat lays there between them and the door, and they just stand there and look at me like the cat's in the way. I'm like, step on the cat. You can go around him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know Chunky and them was still around. What they do on TikTok or something, Jody?
No, Facebook's how I talk to him.
I don't talk to him, so I don't know. I'm not in that cool guy club.
I mean, I could have texted him. I have Cody's number, but it's still the same.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, no doubt. If you got to give money to say hi, you evidently somebody got high on the hog, didn't it? People funny though. Yeah, right, little guy. But people do fun things while it's yes, it will, Dad. People drink these all good out. Crap. I'll be right. I got to text Lynn, tell him to text me when he leaves his house.
You believe 2025 is almost over. And you have to get used to writing 26 on them. You got to write the date down.
To do it the first week or so, I'd forget a few usually. But some of my software reminds you when it's like some of them, you want to go out till or not? You ready to go? You just want to lay there and look out the door. Figured that's what it was. They don't want Granny laying there looking at the door. Cat's wrestling with the cow. What do you?
on me and stuck her head.
All right, I'm back.
Right, all right, all right. Coach is back. I gotta get mom's break. No, I'm all right. It don't matter. It's not a problem.
Hey, Bug, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
When you were taking care of your dad, was he on chemo?
No, this time he wasn't on chemo because he the time before when he had the colon cancer, that went pretty smooth actually. But the
Well,
bone cancer, he didn't take it because there wasn't no reason to. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It
Well,
uh, it
well, man, I'm taking it home, by pill,
yeah,
and I'm taking about 20 other medications along with steroids and stuff,
yeah,
and about 80% of them on the bottle it says take with food,
uh-huh.
But that chemo, you can't eat or drink anything 30 hours before you take it, an hour after you take it.
Really?
Oh man, it's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody to keep up with it for you.
I was saying you're gonna have to have somebody to time everything. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife wears a stopwatch around her neck, an alarm clock actually.
Yeah. I think that take with foodstuffs, usually to me it seems like it's just so it don't give you heartburn or indigestion.
Well,
No.
one of the medications I take is for high whatever you call that hernia.
Yeah.
That high. What am I trying to say?
I'm trying to think. I know what you're talking about. The high something. It's a hernia.
Yeah, in your esophagus.
What?
Hiatal.
Hiatal? Is it hiatal hernia?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Say it's
But
up by your esophagus, huh?
yeah, but that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't have heartburn or indigestion or anything. But
I always,
my chest will start hurting, and I'll take one of them pills, and I'm fine.
yeah. I wonder.
A lot of that medication, the reason why they tell you take it with food is because it eats your stomach and lining.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm taking that other pill that coats your stomach, that takes care of all that. I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what I did with my glasses. I reckon I left them where I was.
Yeah, you had them on when you got up, I think.
I left them hanging on the door in the bathroom, I reckon.
Hiatal. the high anal hernia. I think that's what you get in prison.
Is that what Troy's got?
He got a high anal hernia. It don't do no good to get sick in this group. Because somebody gonna make fun of you regardless. But that's all right. And I thought, well, I got to get dressed here. I think Glenn said he'd be here between 9 and 9:30 today. Which I like 10 and 11 myself, but that's just me. I started doing appraisals for myself like 2000, 2001 area or whatever. And I never, very, very rarely do I do an appraisal before 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So technically my work day hadn't started till 1 or 2 in the afternoon for 20 some years.
Well, you got some good hours, man.
I make my own. Yeah. So I call the people and I schedule the appraisal and I'm like, hey, I'm calling to set up the inspection for your appraisal. And well, when would you like to do it? I tell them the day and the time, and they're like, okay. Now, I think though in the summertime, I'm going to start doing them early in the morning. I did this year because it was getting hot. The heat was bothering me. So I think I'm just going to do them in the summertime. I'm going to do them early in the morning from now on, since I'm getting up early anyway.
All late in the evening.
Yeah, because before when I first started, I was single, and me and Justin lived in the apartment there on the lake. So I might have been staying up late a few nights a week. You never know.
I don't know what my cat's doing over here.
Mine driving, messing with the dogs every morning. It'll lay in front of the door when they want to go out, and they won't go out the door as long as the cat's laying there. I laugh. I tell the big dog, all you got to do is step on that cat one time, and it won't do that no more. He's like, yeah, but when I do that, she bites me.
Jillian, Iowa. That's what it looks like, it said. And license plate.
All you got to do is say cooking, and everybody. I don't know, Joe cook. She won that fish frying thing.
I heard she
Yeah,
did
but
I heard she did a really good job at CatCon cooking something.
Yep, cooking fish. Yeah.
Well, that's
yep,
good. If you can cook fish good, you got my vote.
Yep.
that's because she used Brian B's recipe.
Yep, but she still had to put it all together and make it work.
Brian B don't know how to cook anything but damn macaroni and cheese.
Yep.
I have to disagree. He sends pictures all the time in our group chat, and he looked like he makes some good food, but
That's the group chat we ain't a part of, Coach.
That's right. That's a special.
well, you got to ask Troy on that. Troy's the one that set that up.
That's a special group.
Yep. Nope. I don't ask. I get invited, then I usually come in, but I'm not going to ask to get invited nowheres.
Uncle Lou.
Long John Silver's. You know, I had that a while back, and it wasn't that good. I don't know what they done, but it wasn't very good. I was like, man, I think I'm going back there.
That's because it was probably imitation fish.
It could have been, who knows, but I just know that
May have been turtle.
it's hard telling, but it wasn't.
It's like that's like Brian liking his McRib. What kind of meat's that made out of?
The McRib, yeah, it's hard telling what that is. I think I got a hat coming from someone. Let's see where it's at.
I know one thing. I got to make a snuff run today.
Yep, you had to do that the last time I talked to you.
Well, you know, I'm using a lot of it, but I throw a lot of it away because my mouth's all messed up.
Yep. No, I probably have to throw it away between now. It's been in there for a year, but I had 2 complete tubes of Dad's skull in there, plus about 8 or 9 loose boxes. Nobody give it to, so I guess I'm gonna have to throw it away because it's probably bad by now.
I keep mine in the freezer.
Oh, really? In the freezer?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Dad always kept his in the fridge.
Yeah. I keep mine in the freezer. I freeze it. Back in the day when we used to use that beech nut and all that way back yonder.
Yeah.
We beech nut and red man. That was the only two. That was the only 2 available.
Yep. Dad chewed it.
We put a slice of apple in it and put it in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Huh.
Some guys even put pineapple in there.
I tried that stuff once. Nah, I'm good. I puked in the back of the school bus.
Yep. If you don't know what you're doing and you try it, you're not gonna like it.
You ain't gonna feel good either.
Nope.
I had a brother-in-law that was born when Kay and I were seniors in high school. I raised the kid, basically. And his dad gave me permission to beat the hell out of him, so he did what I said, you know.
Yep.
Because he was a bad little old boy. And I was competition coon hunting at the time. And we went over to Arkansas to a field trial, and we had to travel about 15 miles to the hunting site, trying to follow the guide, and I didn't know where in the world we was going. So I was trying to keep up with the traffic, you know. And Crib kept saying on and on, said, "Give me a dip of snuff." And I told him, I said, "It'll make you sick, boy." I said, "And I can't stop because I don't know where we're going."
Yep.
So I handed him a can of snuff, and sure enough, he turned green, and he said, "I got to throw up." I said, "Well, let the window down, stick your head out." We were running about 70 up the highway, and he was ralphing out the window. He didn't ever ask me for no more snuff.
Who wants some more?
I might give you so they won't put too much in there.
But my favorite chew is Bloodhound.
But I have one grapefruit smaller favorite.
Turkey decided no.
The same amount you gave me before.
What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Budweiser.
That's beer.
Oh, wait,
Well, but chiladas is what I drink.
well,
Bugman, he likes margaritas.
Yep. There you go.
Brian likes that. What is it, Tito's or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Tito's. And then Troy, he likes Fireball.
Go in there today.
Hell, I like Fireball too, man.
Yeah.
I like it made with moonshine though.
Yeah.
When you make your own.
I had to have mine stretched like the might have had.
Down here they call it apple pie, Eric.
Oh yeah, I've had some apple pie moonshine. Good
You
stuff. Put some hair on your chest.
You can leave here early with drinking that stuff though. If you ain't careful, you won't remember where you are.
It's a fact. That's a fact. You got to be careful.
But you know, I've drunk many a quart of moonshine in my life, and I ain't never had a headache or a hangover from it.
Oh, clear liquid.
And I've been stumbling where I stand up and fall flat on my face.
Yeah.
That's drunk there.
Because there ain't no sugar or nothing in it.
Well, I don't know. They use sugar in the process.
Yeah, but that's different than, like the sugar that they use making, that flavored stuff they make these days.
Fructose corn syrup, dear.
Missed it. Did you hit it?
No.
Bummer.
If I'd have hit it, I'd have stopped. I would have been throwing it in the back of the box truck.
Yep.
Brian B said moonshine has a lot of sugar in it. I don't know. I know you put yeast. I've never made it. I've watched it made, and I know they dump bags of sugar in there with that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sugar, yeast, and what else is it?
Sour corn.
Yeah.
Hog feed.
Yep. Because we always used to call it corn squeezins.
That's
Good
right.
morning, Ernest. River Rat.
Hey, morning, River Rat. How you doing, champ?
Hey, River Rat, bank fishing champion of the world there.
You ain't lying. 100%. Why I call him champ? He won last year. He's probably win this year, I'd say. I don't know. I tried to go on there and couldn't figure it out, so I just let it be.
I never have been able to figure it out.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I know I can't figure it out now.
Yeah.
But Jody said I was talking better.
Yeah, you sound a lot better right now, for sure.
Well, I'm off of radiation all week. See,
You say what?
I'm off of radiation.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Yeah, I start back Monday. But sure has been nice not having to go up there and get strapped down, locked down on that damn table. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'll bet, man.
Man, when you strap down so tight you can't even open your eyes, that's tight. Thank goodness it don't last long.
Tilly, quit whining. One of those is running from being outside now. It's going to be one of them days. Michigan looking for a football coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for one.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They looking at that boy at Alabama. I don't know why, but that's who they're looking at.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be able to get him out of Alabama. He ain't leaving. And I
No,
don't blame him.
you'd be a fool to leave Alabama.
Well, you got to deal with all that crap that's going on in Michigan. Nah, I'm good. I would not.
Yep.
How did Schembechler handle it all those years? I wonder.
I don't know. Well, they different breed of human beings back then.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have this NIL stuff, and then
You didn't have social media.
temptations. You didn't have all these temptations. You know, these
Yep.
hot ladies in their chartreuse bikinis walking around.
Yep.
That's the reason I never would have made a good girls softball coach.
Why that? Because all the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hands-on, you know. Teaching baseball is a hands-on deal. I did it one year, and I had to bring my boys over when I wanted to demonstrate something. I had to bring my boys over to the softball field so I could show them how to bend over and field ground balls and all that.
Really? Yeah.
Because I had enough sense to know I wasn't going to do it to the little girl.
Yep.
Because one of them daddies would have come out there and shot me.
Exactly. Yep.
Because you got to, you know, it's a certain stance you got to be in on the infield. And you got to and your butt's got to be down, you know. So you got to put your hand on their butt and push it down.
Yep.
And right there is where I'd have got whipped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have lived long enough to get a brain tumor. So I'd bring one of my boys over and do all that to them. But I tell you what, girls are fun to coach because they really want to learn.
Yeah.
They like coaching little leaguers, really, that are bigger and stronger.
And smarter.
Yeah, and more devoted.
Yeah. And like you said, they want to learn to get better.
Well, I was just brought in to teach the infield. That's all I was doing.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. The head
Yeah.
coach asked me would I come over and work with his infield.
You teach them not to take balls to the face.
Oh yeah, it's easy to do if you
That
teach them
happens a
right.
lot.
If you teach them right, it's you know, actually, if you're doing it right, you catch ground balls with your hand up like this right here,
Yep.
not down, but up. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm on your
Yeah, I
hands.
know what you're saying. Yep.
Your hands, you know, most people feeling with the hands down, the glove
Yeah.
pointed up. But if you low enough, you catch ground balls with your hands up like that.
Yep.
If you do it right.
You catch it with your hand down, you got a chance of that ball rolling up and hitting you in the face.
Well, you got to have your hands extended way out in front of you.
Yep.
That's the reason you have to do all those stretches. There's certain stretches you have to do with if you're an infielder to be able to do that. And little girls can do it. Little boys have to stretch like for 30 minutes because their muscles are so short, you know. It's tough to do. I had to take, when I was in college and our coach, he enrolled me in a ballet class. I didn't even enroll myself. He went and enrolled me in the ballet class. I wore the leotards and danced on my toes and did all that stuff. And it was for one reason only, all the stretches you have to do to be a ballet dancer.
Oh, yeah. And flexibility, man. That's, you know, when I was on the swimming team one time, we had a coach come in to show us flexibility. And, you know, if you stretch right and everything, your body feels real good after you're done. But man, I don't remember how we do it. But she actually got my hands to touch behind my back. I don't know how. I told her there's no way that'll happen. And she said, yeah, we're here. Just gonna take a little time. And sure enough, she got my hands to touch behind my back, you know, with my arms out straight.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to that stretching. There's a lot of good to it.
What was funny though, when I was in that ballet class, all the football team was in there.
Yep. Balance.
And them big old boys, that was funny to watch them guys.
Yeah.
And when we did about an hour worth of stretching before we ever did any ballet stuff. And it sounded like one of them wrestling matches in there, them guys moaning and groaning.
It's good to stretch before you try to do any physical activity.
Because them big old linemen, boy, can you imagine the trouble they have?
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine actually. I think some big old lineman earlier this year, college football, trying to run a fumble or something, but he was running. You could see him slowly running out of gas the further he got. Closer to the end zone he got, the slower he got. I'm like, you're done.
Looks like they're closed. You just love going places and nobody's there.
Yep. They're like me, they don't keep regular hours.
Well, you know,
But if I
you
had a
tell.
limit coming, I'd be open. You can just send them a message, say, hey, your tire's sitting out front.
Nope, they'll get a note on their door. No, you don't do that unless you want to pay for the tires.
I know.
I ain't paying for nobody's tires. What is today? 27th? 26.
6, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, 26. Time is it?
I think we're going. I thought we were supposed to get some rain or something. Maybe not. And you know, this lady wrestling lady, Tori Wilson, y'all know her. I think it's a WWE something or whatever. Yeah, WWE star Tori Wilson. Yeah, if I'd let her wrestle me. Man, bro.
I had to play third base some in high school and in college. And when I finally started coaching, I always thought they ought to put a piece of 3/4 for third baseman. They ought to put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood up down there at an angle where if somebody hit a shot down there, it hit that plyboard and bounce back toward the shortstop.
Yeah.
Cause third base ain't no fun, let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
I caught a many a game, and I love catching, but third base I was scared to death, man.
Yep. A lot of balls flying at your face, kind of like Brian B. in college.
And they coming too, boy.
Yep.
Sometime it's a rocket.
Yeah. Brian drives 100,000 miles an hour.
If the pitcher's throwing at 100, if a pitcher's throwing at 80, that ball coming at you at 100.
Jody said she got a nail in her Explorer tire coming to plug it for her.
I don't do tire repairs. I just deliver them.
And the ball's coming at your face. Brian B. in college went right over everybody's head there real quick, didn't it? I should have saved it for later.
So that's what's wrong with Brian B. He played baseball, got hit in the head, got hit in the face.
Well, it wasn't the balls I was talking about coming over his face. I love Charles Barkley, man. He says what he thinks.
He's funny.
Yeah, I guess he's dogging the NBA or the NFL about their games yesterday.
Well, they didn't know them teams would stink. They were hoping it was going to be a good slate. You know, all them teams, almost all them teams that played Christmas were in the playoffs last year.
Called the league greedy for scheduling 3 games on Thursday.
Oh.
Speaking out on an unwelcome
Get
guest.
over it. You're upset because NFL big money and NBA ain't.
NFL got greedy and started adding Christmas games. We used to have this day to ourselves, but the NFL Commissioner Goodall and them pigs at the NFL always want to hog every day of the week now.
What's Shaq say about it?
He ain't said nothing. He's smart. But I love Barkley. Barkley says what he thinks. He don't care what nobody says. He'll say what he thinks.
Have you ever listened to what he said about the women in San Antonio, Texas? You need to go back and look at those tapes.
Yeah, I will.
And Shaq, he about killed Shaq, boy. Shaq like died laughing. He said it on live TV too.
This year's the 5th consecutive season NFL scheduled more than 1 game on Christmas Day. Yeah, I don't agree with how
Uncle Lou, that was Jarrett Goof yesterday. 3 fumbles, 2 picks.
I don't think Brian can play about that.
I think Las Vegas controls a lot of the NFL.
Yeah, I do too.
Not necessarily setting games, but making more money because it's so much money bet.
Yep.
I read one time, I don't know if it's true or not, that on Super Bowl Sunday Las Vegas takes in over $2 billion.
No kidding. No shit.
2.1 billion, I think is what they said.
Well, I believe it. NFL's big money.
Yeah, people, I had a bookie tell me one time if it wasn't for betting, there wouldn't be no NFL.
I'll
Probably
bet.
right.
Yeah. I could see that actually. Yep. I can see that for sure.
Because there's so many places that don't have access to it,
Yeah.
Like if I want to go to an NFL game, I got to drive a minimum of about 5 or 6 hours. And that's to go see Dallas. 10 hours to go see the Falcons.
Dang.
So how much allegiance do I have to the NFL?
Exactly.
Where I can drive an hour in any direction and watch Ole Miss or Mississippi State.
Yep. Yep. I'm with you.
But it's a whole lot of the country that don't have allegiance to an NFL team.
Yeah.
But my favorite sport to watch is ice hockey.
Hockey's awesome.
Hockey's awesome, man.
Actually, to go watch it live is a lot better than watching it on TV.
Yeah,
though.
watching it in person, hockey's awesome in person.
That's what I'm talking about. Because you can't keep up with it on TV. I can't.
Yep.
Memphis had a minor league team one time when I was a senior in high school. We went up there 8 times that year to see hockey games. We even bought a rule book so we know the rules.
Yeah. I knew some of them were playing hockey as a kid.
we got a professional team here now, so even though they suck.
At least they're there, man. That's all that matters.
Well, my brother, he has home season tickets.
Oh, that's cool.
The older brother.
Yeah, I know.
He takes my niece.
We've had
cool.
3 different franchises. Had to see the Racers, the Ice, and whatever they are now. I forget the name they are now. But they were the Racers when I was a kid. And we played hockey, so, we'd go there. And they had a killer pro shop, man. Because it wasn't easy to buy hockey equipment around here, because there's, it's because it's Indiana, basically. It just wasn't easy to get any.
I wonder how much hockey
basketball.
I wonder how much hockey equipment I can buy in Mississippi.
Exactly. Same thing. Yeah.
I might be able to buy a bag of ice. That'd be about it.
Yeah. We got lucky. The people who owned the rink were good at being able to order stuff for us, but it was expensive back then. Because it just wasn't easy accessible.
Hey, Brian, we call them down here. We call them teasers. Anytime you bet over 2 teams, down here 2 bets is a parlay.
That's like that Jake Paul fight. That was hilarious. Broke that guy's jaw. Now he can't talk no more. All that crap.
I still got.
He actually got in there with a boxer, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who y'all talking about now?
Oh, what's his name? Ryan Paul or something. He's an internet
Jake
guy.
Paul, and then what was that guy's name? Anders or
I have no idea.
Can't remember
He's
the
a
guy
real
that broke his
boxer.
jaw's name.
He's a multi-time champion, so he's a real boxer.
Is that the guy that fought Tyson?
No, this guy.
Yeah, he fought Tyson.
Oh,
yeah, Jake Paul's fought Tyson. That was a dance.
Yeah,
that was a money ploy.
Yeah, he couldn't hit him, and they had so many under the table rules of that. But he got in there with a boxer, and that dude lit him up. And then the boxing people had to be mad at him for making their sport look stupid. You know what I mean? So let's get a boxer in here and knock this guy out and make him shut his mouth. And that's what they did.
We had, when I was a junior in high school, they hired a boxing coach. And we all took boxing lessons. Well, this one boy fell in love with it. his name was Van. And anyway, he entered the Golden Glove. Only thing about Van was even in football, he get knocked out. He stayed concussed all the time.
Yeah.
He get knocked out, and they lay him over there on the sidelines by the bench and with ice on his head.
Yeah.
So he got in. We all went down to watch Van fight his first Golden Gloves fight. And they went out and touched gloves, and they rang the bell, and they came out in the center of the ring, and that boy hit Van, and Van went out like a light, man. I ain't even sure he hit him in the head. It seemed to me like he hit him in the shoulder and glanced off, hit him in the jaw, and it knocked him out. So his boxing career didn't last but about 30 seconds.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna stay long because they're really big on that getting concussed these days.
He was a tough old boy now. There wasn't no doubt he was tough.
Yeah,
But
I know.
But he had an eggshell head.
Yeah, I know. In Supercross and dirt bike racing, you have to do before the season. You got to do a protocol thing or whatever, and they use it to test you get knocked out or not, see if you was concussed. I don't know how it works, but it has to do with asking you questions of some kind. Because they're really big on that these days.
Yeah, we had a school, had windows and doors, and had inside bathrooms and everything, Brian B. Yeah, we had school.
They only had one room, but they had a school.
Even had inside bathrooms and running water and electricity. And we had a principal that would light your butt up too.
Yeah, we did too when I was in elementary school. Yeah, big difference than today.
I can speak from experience. He would light you up.
Me too. Yep, I know for personal experience. That paddle would light your butt up. Mine got that way a few times.
But the worst whipping I ever got was from the shop teacher. He used a gin belt. He had him a piece of gin belt it was about 8 inches wide, and he had put a handle on it, a wooden handle.
Yep.
And boy, he would light you up. Man, that gin belt hurt.
He's a masochist. He made one with a handle. My mom had a barber strap one time. It was pretty anyway. Leather barber strap.
That's about what a gin belt is, except a little wider.
Yep.
When he hit your both cheek burn, boy.
Yeah. Yep. Eric must have went through a bad spot or something. Mm-hmm.
Will I have to add him back when he pops back up?
Yeah, I think so. If he pops back up, he may be down for a little bit.
Does that happen to him regularly?
Yeah, there's one spot during his route. There's one spot he goes through that's a dead zone. Yeah, shoot up. My brother start getting dressed, I reckon. I gotta go move a bunch of stuff out of the way so he can get some room in the garage. Maybe I may wheel one of them trash cans over and convince to start making room that way. Oh, that reminds me, I might have to put the trash out today. Today's Friday, right?
Don't ask me, man.
It's Friday, I think. I better look out and see if my neighbors got their trash out or not. I'm talking about trash, I might see if they got their cans out or not. If they do, I need to go put mine out. Anybody got no cans out? Must not run today. I better run tomorrow or something. Maybe it's today. It'll be a day behind. Yep.
I have to put it out.
Yeah, if it's a day behind, that'd make it run today. But nobody else got the trash cans out. They lived here longer than I have. So I don't know.
Well, they know something.
Yeah, next week be the first Tuesday of the month. They come around and pick up big stuff. So I got some stuff to sit out there for them to pick up. My old computer chair. Wish the cat's going to be bummed because he plays on it all the time. And then I got some stuff out in the garage. I'm going to sit out there for them to haul off.
We don't have to worry about trash pickup because the what do you call it? People that go around picking up stuff,
Yeah, scrappers.
scrappers.
You gonna put it out? Yeah.
I don't know.
I put out a Kate, but she was blowing leaves off my carport the other day, and I was on the lawnmower, and I thought the lawnmower was on fire. I got to smelling that electric stink, you know.
Yeah.
And I saw her go put that that leaf blower in the garbage, and it was a big one.
Huh.
And I got it out, and because it takes up so much room, you know. And with the holidays, we was gonna have a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
And she said, "What are you doing with the leaf blower?" I said, "I'm gonna put it on the street." She said, "It's burned up." I said, "I know it's burned up, but somebody get."
I guarantee it. You said it out there with sign says free, it's gone. Whatever. It don't matter what it is. That's the bad part about living on a dead end street, though, because I ain't got it that way now.
I went out there. I carried that leaf blower out there and laid it on the street, and it wasn't out there 2 hours, and somebody stopped and got it.
Yep. Guarantee it. And like you said, it don't matter if it works or not. They'll take it.
Well, CP got in the deal about picking up what was he picking up all the time on the side of the road? Washing machines.
Yep.
And he fixed a washing machine in 15 minutes.
Yep. Turn around and sell it.
Yeah.
Yep. My first apartment after my divorce, I went to the town I was going through to do an appraisal. It's not a little town, it's an average sized town for Indiana. We did have a used appliance shop. I went in there and bought a washer and dryer for, I think it's $150 for both of them. They was old. The guy that owned the shop, he said, "I'm telling you right now, them two right there will outlast anyone you go buy brand new right now." He said, "I guarantee they'll outlast them." Sure did. I don't know how many years I had those. They were old, but one of them I had the dryer was electric. I had to put a heating element in it one time.
Yeah.
Other than that, it lasted forever. It's what the guy said. He said, "They don't make them like these no more." He said, "All them new ones are pretty much disposable." Which, let's see, what shoes do I want to wear? I'll wear these. Probably going to tighten them up. Slip-ons because they're a little loose. But they're definitely the ticket. Uh-oh. Sound like the cat's bothering the little dog. Little guy, what's happening in there, buddy? Do I need the squirt bottle? What's the matter, kitty cat? They ain't gonna let you have none of that pie. Come on, I'll hook you up with some cat treats here. We'll get the catnip out tonight. You can have catnip treats. There you go, buddy. Have treats. There are other people in there eating that stuff. You can eat that whole thing of treats.
You gave away crappie, river rat. Boy, you talking about some good eating. Them big old cold water crappie are good, man.
Yeah, buddy.
He caught 20 big at both his hands, and he gave them away. Yeah, he ought to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, they ought to be about perfect right now.
Yeah,
on the phone.
that cold water crappie is hard to beat, man.
Yep. I know Sonny where I bluegill fish over. He's like, he won't let me take his crappie for some reason. Nobody ever fishes for him, but he won't let you take none. You can have all you want bluegill. Don't take my crappies. I'll bet the ice is off there. I'd probably go there and catch some bluegill today if I wanted to. I don't think he may still have ice on there. With that pond there is spring fed.
Well,
And
it won't be in the ice if it's spring fed. It shouldn't be.
well, it's pretty deep. He does, but that's what he said. He said, now when you come here ice fishing, you got to stop. Like point out to you, there are two areas you don't want ice fish on that because of the springs are so strong. He said,
Yeah.
out the other end you're fine, but this end up here you don't want to be walking around. But that's why it holds its water level in the summer when it gets real dry and droughty. That thing's been there. I don't know how many years that it's not small. It's a good sized lake or pond. It's just a pond, but it's probably 2 acres long, big, I'd reckon thereabouts. And the guy who had it before Sonny bought that land never let anybody in there at all, but family. And the only thing it's got in it is crappie, bluegill, and bass. There's nothing else in that line.
River Rat said,
you can't bring no minnows. You can't bring nothing.
River Rat said he don't even eat fish, but he loves to catch them.
You don't eat fish? God, I love fish, man. I would live on it if I could.
I could too.
Yeah, I love fish. Yep. I could eat it every day if I was just feeding myself. Because I'm lazy. I'd just throw me a couple of fillets on some foil on top of the grill with some seasoning, and that's all I eat. Fixing side dishes and all that. Just don't do it. Too lazy. Something. I know my cousin, dad's brother, well, his wife's half Filipino. Her dad was Filipino. Our boy would use every single piece of a fish. There wasn't a piece went to waste. Head, nothing. I don't know what he done with the heads and stuff, but he'd like, oh no, don't cut them off. I'll take those.
They make soup out of them. Fish
Yep,
soup.
I think that's what he did. But yeah, he would not waste any piece of that fish.
Hungarians are the same way.
Yep. Get that. Come on, let's go. Get in here. Get in. Get in there. You just do that to agitate him. I know you're doing it to agitate him. Leave him alone. Pat wants to play, little dog don't want to play, so he's agitating him. That text come through.
All right, y'all. I'm fitting to cut this thing off, I think. Bugman, you gonna open your show up or not? Bugman disappeared, or either I did, one of the two. These morning pills got me woozy. And Lucky over here in the bed got me sleepy. He stretched out, ready for me to come take a nap. Lucky, you better get up. I'm finna lay down on you and get blooded up. Hey, 205. I hear my wife finally woke up. I've been trying to be as quiet as I can, but I hear her television running in there now. We got a bunch of outside cats got to be fed. Eric B. Hello. Who is? That's the first time I've seen that name, I think. Okay, bud. All right, everybody, I'm finna shut this thing down. Appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate everybody that came up here and talked. But I'm fixing to have to lay down. I done got dopey. Dopier, let me put it that way. Eric B, is anybody else gonna keep the channel going or what? I don't reckon anybody's here but me. You going live, Bugman? You see me before Monday, I imagine, if you have a show. All right, see y'all later. Thank you for coming around. Don't work too hard, Bugman. I already know you're not. I'll see y'all later.